So let us see here, okay, what are the different generations of robots and what are their features. Like the first generation is at 1960, second generation robots, it started at 1980, then third generation robot, it started at 1990, then the fourth generation robots came at 2000. Okay. Then what are the features of the robots? First generation, there is no servo. It means what? No feedback. So exactly what is that no servo, no feedback? For example, I am asking to robot to move 5 steps. Okay. Then whether the robot moved 5 steps or not, we will get the feedback. Isn't? In fact, inside the machine has to get the feedback. Isn't? I am giving order to the machine to move maybe for 1 meter. I am asking to move. For example, you saw the robotic lab, there is a mobile robot. Isn't? So that mobile robot can move for 1 meter by giving some commands. Okay. Now I inserted a program. I inserted a program into the okay mobile robot. Okay, for 1 meter motion. So then robot has to move for 1 meter. At the same time, it has to get the feedback. The robot has to get the feedback whether the robot is moved 1 meter or not. That means what? There should be some distance measurement sensor along with the wheel. If the wheel is moving, there should be some sensor so that how much distance has been moved by the robot that you can know. Like that feedback was not there in the first generation. Okay. So basically, okay. So the systems are not too much digitalized. Then there was only pick and place. Pick and place. Then it may move only point to point. There is no continuous. Okay. So you have to make some coordinate. So you have to try to follow only the coordinate. No continuous. Okay. Monitoring or motion like that. Okay. So that is a very important. Then let us see about the second generation. Okay. Let us see about the second generation. So what they are talking about the second generation here, the previous features will be there. What are the previous feature? Pick and place, point to point. In addition to that, what we got? We got feedback also. That means what? In the first generation, okay, there is no any sensor for feedback. But in second generation, they added sensor for the feedback. Okay, so that's the thing. For example, in the first generation, there is no any sensor for obstacle. But in second generation, the added sensor for to know find the obstacle like that. Okay, like that. Okay, path control robot. And previously it was point to point. Path control. That means you want to go like a bend moment, yes moment like that. Okay, so like that we can try to do the okay like a joystick. You can use the joystick. Okay, like the things can be done. Path control robot. Then there is a third generation. Then there is a third generation. So what is in the third generation? Computer numerical control machine. That is called CNC machine. Okay. We can find CNC machine in our university also. Where is it? Do you know? In the mechanical department. You ask them where is CNC machine, they will show you. Okay. So that is the thing. Okay. In fact, the CNC machine is called, okay, it's also basically a robotic machine. Fine. Okay. Intelligent concept introduced. In fact, you might have seen, I don't know whether you have studied about AI basics. The artificial intelligence has been started 50 years back itself. Okay, AI has been started. Okay, people have started to use the AI 50 years back, but it was not in full pledge. Why means the technology, the programming technology was very difficult. Okay, implementation of programming is very difficult because we were not having the chip technology that much. Now we got very good chip technology, so we are able to implement our program, whatever the complexity, so we can easily implement it. So like that. Okay. Then there will be artificial intelligence and self-learning came in the third generation. Okay. Like online competitions, artificial vision, that means adding camera, then active force torque interaction, how much force you have to use it, like that. Then infancy of humanoid robots. That means they started to develop humanoid robot. Okay. So these are the things. Fine. Then fourth generation. In fourth generation, what things we have previously, all things there. Other than that, okay, there are some more futuristics. What are that? Okay, embedded with maximum artificial biological concept. So that is very, very important. Okay, this biological concept. It means what? Artificial neural network. You might have heard about it, ANN. Okay, so the robot can think like a human, it behave like a human. So that comes in the fourth generation. Okay, so this is about the okay evolution of the okay robotics science generation. Any doubt? Any doubt on this?